Guys hear me? Everything sound good? We're just waiting for Manuel to call. Looks like the mic's working. No, my camera ain't the best, but we're gonna make it do what it do. I was gonna hook up my other cameras, but I just don't want this to go wrong. Just because the last time we failed tremendously. But yeah, that's what it is. Manuel's gonna be calling here in about another 10 minutes. So talked to him a little earlier. He's excited, ready to answer any and all questions from anybody. He just basically wants to get into what his outlook of Padres was supposed to be when he started it. What was his intentions, um, and how it went left, how everything got distorted. Basically, the way he feels it was never designed to be a gang, STG, or any of that. You know what I mean? He never wanted that for this. He had bigger. Nah, he ain't in line. Shit, that man. They cleared the line for that dude. Real talk. That's a big boy right there. I'm a big boy. That's a big boy. That's like double, triple XL. I got a big ass head, but that dude got a big head for real. But yeah, I hope you guys like the new look of the Mile High Hustle. I'm still working on it. You know, we're still getting it. What y'all think, man? Uh-oh. Los Gamboa. There's what's up. That's family right there. Oh yeah. Little rowdy in the house or what? Shit, it's good to see everybody. It was salute to all the brothers if you're tapping in. But yeah, we're gonna get into it, Manuel, man. Sock check. I got little socks, homie. Shit, I don't. Look, my sock check. I don't follow that shit, homie. I'm an athlete, bro. Can't be wearing them big ass socks. I got bad circulation. Oh, fucking feet will swell up so bad. No, sock check. Look at gangers. Yeah, we ain't on that. We ain't on that Cali time, homie. This is Colorado, brother. Uh, Yeah. How's it sound, gangish? My camera looks a little scratchy. That's my camera from the. Okay, that's what's up. Yep, diabetic socks, homie. I'm not diabetic. Although last time I did check my A1C, it was up there a little bit close. I get my ass back in shape. Good, good. Okay. I'd have to send the link, my bro. I don't know if I could even send it from here, to be honest with you. I'm on OBS. So, but we'll do one where you could jump on for sure. We'll do one so you could jump on for real, for real. So shit, yeah, we're at 2666. We're at shit, we're climbing, man. We're almost at that 3,000 mark. Thank you all for rocking with your boy, man, and we're gonna keep giving it to you, man. I can start really putting out some real good content now. I just wanted to get some subs up, and it's done that, man. I'm grateful. Never thought it would even get close to this big. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's actually happened really fast. So salute to my brother Gangish for helping me with this. Salute to VPS, man. That dude really inspired me. Kind of gave me the like I don't know, kind of talked some, gave me a better outlook on the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? To where I just like, yeah, I guess I will start one, you know what I mean? And it took off, man. So salute to that dude. I know brothers going through some things, but we send him our positive vibes and all our love. And BPS is a solid cat, man. That's a real solid dude. And if anyone's honored to call him brother, you should be honored, man. But we're gonna talk about everything about you guys. Let me know what you want to ask Manuel. You guys should be able to hear him loud and clear. Let me know when the call comes in. I got the call coming in over the computer, so We're gonna see what's up. It should work, man. I tried it out a couple days ago, but sometimes sometimes you get bugs, man. Sometimes, sound goes out, anything could happen, you know what I mean? Is that right? Never had a friend like you? Me and that dude is super close, homie. I rode with him over all my homeboys when I was in there in prison, bro. I made a hard choice. I'm gonna be honest with you. I said basically told a lot of dudes that I knew from the streets to kick rocks, homie. And they didn't like it too much. But me and that dude solid, homeboy. Um I send him money, I look out for him, bro. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have what I have. I wouldn't be where I am in life. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because when that dude basically spoke life into my life, man. I was a knucklehead, bro. I was giving fools the business up in there. I was making a lot of fools miserable. And he was the one who kind of like got me to pump my brakes. Who is Jesse Bow? Is that you, little rowdy? But yeah, shit. We're just waiting for Big Boy to call. But like I said, he's gonna speak, and that's what's up. Salute, little homie. I told you you should be doing this, homeboy. You got a lot of flamboyancy and shit. You would do good, bro. Seen a lot of those videos you put out, bro. You get content all the time, my boy. So there's the homie right there. We're gonna accept this.
Hello, this is a free call from
Can you guys hear him?
an incarcerated individual at Buena Vista Correctional Facility. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to
I knew your
register this
last name was
number as a
Bal, homie.
private number. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello?
What's up?
What's
The
going
man, the
on,
myth, the
comrade? What you
legend,
doing,
man.
my
What's
brother?
going on, my brother?
I just here. Just had to wait in line. I had to wait for a while and just kept shuffling my name down so I could get on the phone. Then I told him I was going to double dial when I got on with you.
Oh yeah, tell the brothers salute. Thank you for clearing the phones for us. We appreciate them. Salute from
Yeah.
everyone in the chat. See, everybody says they hear you loud and clear.
They
Uh,
all hear me, huh?
yeah, little Rowdy
What?
said he said Cal Buckethead. He ain't never had a friend like me, and he's laughing, smiling.
Hey, I want to send a shout out to Money, to Bruce, Gordo, and Benny. They're here locked up with me. I want to send a shout out to them and tell them I love them.
Yeah, shout out to all those vatos, man. If my brother loves you, then I know you're solid cats. If Manuel rocks with you, I rock with you straight up. So
Yeah,
my
no
brother's a
doubt.
good he's a good choice of character, Like sometimes his heart gets in the way, but my brother has a good lock in on people's hearts and character, man. That's one thing I've always known about you. So so
Yeah,
I was just telling him about some of our time together, how you kind of got me to pump my brakes, um, poured a lot of love into me, basically let me know my worth, you know what I mean? Before I threw my life
yeah,
away. And that
yes.
I honestly believe that was the change in my life. That was where the shift began. Uh and Rowdy said, let me store him some nutty bars. Nutty bars. That's our joke, man. That came out when I was doing time with this fool. That's what we used to call a lot of the North Siders, homie. Because all them fools were always that's when that word nutty came out. So it was our little inside joke. But
Nah, that's
so
good.
basically go ahead and lay it out, Manuel. First question I want to ask, bro, is basically when you started Los, homie, when it first started and it first jumped off in Lyman, what was your vision of it, brother? Because I know, like I said, I know it got distorted. I know some of us, fucked it up, you know, for lack of
Yeah,
better words. And it was never meant to really be an STG or any kind of gang whatsoever. So, on your perspective, when you started it, brother, what was your whole outlook? What was the vision?
When I first started Los Premier Padres, I started for carnalismo. It's for all of our people to be one, to work and walk and do everything we have to do as a unit, to no longer fight amongst each other, and to do all we can to make the money we had to in the prison system because I knew I was going to do forever and a day in prison, you know? So that's what it was supposed to be. And a lot of my carnales still believe to this day that's what it is. But there was a lot of youngsters that started thinking it was more of a gangbang, and that's what they did, you know?
Yeah,
But it was more of a unity because all the brothers that was in prison still needed to help their family out there. So I made it possible for us to make whatever we had to do to send and help the ones that we loved, and to start even a community on the streets. Because I believe Los Primer Padres, or the First Fathers, is a group of Mexicans that I believe that we're the first. I really do in my heart. If you go back to history, and that's what I was trying to install. I wasn't trying to install no violence. I know it comes with part of what we do, but it was more of a unity, more of an education, more to educate so our people will stay out of prison, not to stay in it. You know?
not get stuck in that whole lifestyle.
Yes.
I I'll be honest with you. I know when I was there, brother, I let you down a few times. Basically, banging on Raza. You know what I mean? I know you dislike that so much, bro. And even if we dislike vatos or we didn't fuck with them whatsoever, you never wanted me like to run down on them or anything. You never actually that you never actually told me to make my bones or you got to go do this or you got to prove yourself. It was never when you used to talk to me. It was more you got to prove yourself in those books, homie. You got to prove yourself in that classroom. You got to get your GED. And then I remember when I got my GED, I was a parapro. Remember
Yes.
that coach used to like me, and I was a
Yes.
parapro. But I remember I got comfortable in that job, and you were like, homie, if you stay in that job, it's not gonna work out for you, bro. You basically pushed me to like set another goal and push me into that print shop, man. And to be
I,
quite honest with you, that's how I fed my family since for the last 20 years. I'm a printer by trade. I learned that in DOC. It was a that 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 allowed me to buy my house. I've been so blessed to just printing is something that, and then it's actually I'm not printing as a job anymore. I work somewhere else, but I started my own little business, printing shirts and messing with printing and stuff like that for myself. You know what I mean? And like I said,
yeah.
all this started in Centennial, man. When I was probably at my
Yeah.
lowest, and my brother pushed me into to striving to be better. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
I'm forever grateful, my bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm forever grateful. Um, so where did you start this to see all this start getting distorted, my brother, and slipping away from where you actually wanted it to go, the vision itself?
Well, I want to say probably the first real battle that we had was in Ordway with Vinny and all them when they got down, and in Fremont when we had to. I believe you get big and people always want to see who you are, so they push it to the limit, and we had to fight, and that's what we did. Um, and some of the youngsters in other prisons started using it more as a game than what it was. It wasn't supposed to never be a game. It was supposed to be an organization for the prisons and for us to do what we had to do to make it and to help our family and one another. You know, I never wanted to put a knife in somebody's hand. I always wanted to put a pencil so they can better themselves. And so I believe in like 2003 or 4 where it really it started going, spinning out of control because it started growing real fast and real strong and the people was joining for the wrong reasons instead of for what it really stood for. I believe that there's still a lot of good brothers that I'd like to give a shout out to, like you, Conrad, Perm, Sleepy, uh, Little Rowdy, the ones that are continuing to stay out. Miguel, these are the people that I love to death. I'd like to give a shout out to Bev, the one I love. all my nephews, Antonio, all of you, but the ones that continue to thrive and not give up. Because a lot of people turned tail and ran after they started these wars and everything that happened in here, but a lot of them didn't. And them ones are the successful ones that are still out there today. And I tip my hat to all of you. But knowing about 2003, 2004, I believe that's when it really went crazy, you know?
Yeah,
And that's when we had to start fighting and putting it down for a different cause, you know? They
yeah,
throw signs, do stuff that it was never meant to be. It was something that was supposed to be on the hush and hush, and I think that's what scared DLC so much, that we were moving so strong and so where nobody could touch us. But with time, I think when you start growing, it starts poisoning it. And because before us, eran los pocos, pero locos. We were the ones that were nobody ever jumped up or went after us or hated us. But not until things started changing and people started going there for the wrong reasons. But I believe in my heart that we're still strong. I believe that I will never give it up inside of me. But to be part of a group that wants to gangbang and do all that, I'm not about that, my brother. I'm really not. I'm more about uniting and making us strong on the streets and educating. Like with you, I'm very proud of you. You got your wife. You've been out more than 21 years, and it's an amazing thing. And that's what it's really meant to be. It's meant to be thriving for the street and teaching the education that we have to the youngsters, not the banging and the destroying of one another, our people. We continue, and I've never been one that believes that we're going to put a knife in one of my brothers that are Mexicans. You know what I mean? It's bad enough we have to part of amongst the other races, let alone our own. And it's a sad thing, but it's a true thing. You know?
I always believe, brother, you were looking for a predecessor. You were always looking to school somebody up, and I know you loved it, bro. You believed everything you said, homie. Real talk. You made me believe it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
a lot of that has carried me through my life. I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of the values I still hold. You know what I mean? Not always perfect. I make a lot of mistakes myself. You know what I mean? But you taught me always to think before I get emotional and want to just bang fools out, homie. Because my first resort was always to just war. You know what I mean? It was always war. And
Yes.
I think you were the one who kind of was like, bro, you're gonna. You told me like I think that's where me and my cousin started having problems because my cousin started seeing you influence me, and he didn't like it very much because he was on that path of destruction. And respects to Lou, rest in peace, my brother. But you seen it. You were like, you guys are alike, but you know what I mean. You're you have a tendency to listen more. You know what I mean? Like he's too much.
Yes.
You even tried to rap to him, but he was just so much of a hothead. Remember, you were like, I can't talk to that dude. You know what I mean? I'm gonna end up
Yeah.
wrecking him. Like I'm gonna wreck him, and that's very like you weren't like that. You always tried to see the best in everybody, and I just like I said, so Rowdy wanted to ask. He said, ask him what his goal was for this certain individual within the organization. I think that's meaning you. What's up, Strange? Be Smiley, Tommy Thunder, respects to all yous, man. If you just want to ask Manuel a question, please do. So Rowdy's question is, I think he's talking about himself. He's basically saying, ask him what his goal was for him within the organization.
The goal was for we to become men and stand on our own 2 feet, to rely on one another, but in the right ways, not in the wrong. Prison is made for misery and destruction, and I never wanted that for the ones I loved, let alone anybody. I don't wish this on nobody, but for the ones I loved, I wanted them to succeed and become a better person, to walk on a free world, because I never thought I was going to get that chance. I always thought my destruction in my life was going to end here, but I wanted my brothers to be able to go out there and live a true life, because there's nothing like the free world, nothing in this world. You know what? It's easy to be a thug and like me, but it's hard to be an educated man out there and do what you have to do to strive, to do the right thing, to take care of your families. That's the hardest thing in life to do, because we're so into getting back into drugs, selling drugs, or stabbing or shooting, and that's not the way life is supposed to be. If you'd see prison today, you would laugh at it, because it's nothing like everybody sees. Everybody in here is a drug addict, and you know what? It's a sad thing. They're not. They're not in these things for the right reasons. It's a sad but a true statement. And I
Yeah.
did never want that for none of my brothers. And Rowdy, that's the point with you. I wanted you to grow up and become a man. You know what? This place don't mean nothing. I wish I would have opened my eyes a long time ago, and I didn't. Because you know what? I always had to make a point and stand for something. Even though I give education to other people, I never thought I thought I was going to die here. La pura neta. That's as real as I can
Yeah.
be. I thought I was
So
going to die, but I didn't want my brothers to. I wanted them to go out there and succeed in life.
yeah. And you told me that, brother. You were like, "Man, don't come back to this motherfucker when you leave, bro, because this place ain't for you. Like, I know you can make it here, but it's not for you, homie." And you know what I mean? So,
Yeah, you know, like I told Sleepy.
Rowdy says. So here's one thing. Anybody can ask a question. Please jump on, man. Once I figure out how to add people to the live stream, I will do so. But I don't exactly know how to do that right now. But this is OBS, so I'm still learning it. So Rowdy said they say it's chess, not checkers. So did you have pawns? Basically,
Did I have? I had
was
a
any of the
yes.
brothers used as pawns?
Always remember, in this life, we got to use what we have, but you educate the pawns like you do the queens and kings.
Yeah. And
Because
you know
when
what, bro? I'm gonna be
now
honest
you
with
can
you.
never move
I'll
forward.
answer that because when I was with Manuel there, bro, there were no pawns. Manuel looked at
Yeah.
everyone like his brother, man, and wanted everybody to look out for everybody, even some of the ones that I didn't agree with, that I didn't think was capable of being lost. You know what I mean? I took this real serious. I'm gonna be honest with you. I took this real serious. I still have that block on my back. It's still there. It's big as hell too. And I wear it with pride, man. I'll be honest with you. Ain't no one ever gonna make me feel ashamed for wearing that. That's basically where my life changed. That's why I have what I have in this life. So I still wear that block up proudly. You know what I mean? I don't care who dishonored it. I don't care how many of those dudes testified or what, brother. They weren't cut from that cloth and they were just faking it till they make it. So I never felt like that. There was dudes we always looked out for, even when I felt like we shouldn't. And I told Manuel this, and Manuel would get upset with me and be like, Conrad, they're our brothers, bro. And I'd be like, brother, some of these dudes don't bring nothing to the table. It got so much so that Manuel used to basically laugh and be like, "Man, if I ever have any money, you're gonna control it because you're tight with your shit." But no, he's right. I would question everybody, bro. Real talk. And I'll be honest with you. I ain't never blessed nobody on Los. Not once. I never did. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I didn't feel like they had what it takes. I'm gonna be honest with you. Did I distort it? No, I never looked at it like that. I really didn't. I wore that placa with pride, even in prison. And if anyone ever had a problem with it, it was their problem. And I was game for whatever they wanted to do with that. You know what I mean? Just if facts. No one ever pressed me
I'm,
about my tattoo, not once, whether Northsiders or not. You know what I mean? I feuded with my own so called homies. They weren't even really my homies. They were plotting to try to stab me. Me and Manuel. Remember Manuel?
yup. But that's the whole point. That's why I try to say to Rowdy, I believe that everybody starts as a pawn. You move
Yeah.
up in rank because you love what you are and what you become. Do I had pawns? I had everybody in position to take the. We had people holding money. We had people selling drugs. We had people doing everything. So yes, everybody plays a position. But I looked at everybody the same. Everybody could have the same vote as me because that's what it was about. It's not about beating your brother down. It's about taking care and rising together. Because when you rise together, there is no jealousy, even though there was. Like Conrad says, some of our brothers thought they were going to overthrow us and do some crazy shit, get at me, get at Conrad, and it never happened because the strong will always prosper. How would I tell you? The right, should I say? I've never went to look for problems, but I've always been able to take care of them. Even when I got stabbed. So I believe everybody plays a position. But the whole thing is, not one of you couldn't call me out because I met you. Not all the time did I agree, but it was something that I had to swallow my pride and say, okay, Carnal, I listen to what you guys got to say. So there's a position for everybody to play, just like today. Today, my life has changed. My life, I'm getting an education. I'm going to college. I'm doing everything to better myself, to help the people in the right way. I don't want to give anything bad to people no more. I got a woman that's right by my side. I got And you know what? They get mad at me. They say that I'm this. But you know what? I'm still Manuel Gamboa. I'm walking that same walk. You know, and nothing's gonna stop me. I'm trying to make it to the streets. But I have changed because I don't see it the same way. I see the brothers that are ours, that really are successful as a carnal because he did what he was supposed to. And the other ones that run, you know what? I don't hate them, but do what you do. You faked it until you make it and got back out on the streets. But the ones that love me, even the ones that hate me, salute. Because you know what? I bettered myself. I think God brought somebody into my life to change my whole world and my whole thinking. And it's an amazing thing. And you know what? I'm going to walk with pride. I'm going to walk with the love of my heart. But you know what? I'm always going to love the brothers that love me. The rest of them, my brother, like we always say, to the ones we love, we give them love. To the rest of them, we give them the middle finger. And that's plain and simple. But that don't mean I'm going to go out my way or try to hurt them or try to. I'm going to be Manuel Amboa. I'm going to make it out there. But that's
You
what
are.
I had to change. You know?
Yes. What's up,
Yeah.
Bigfoot? How you doing, my brother? I sent mine. Sent mine to everyone in the chat. Your Rowdy said he asked if you love him, and then he ask him what position where does Skinny Vinny stand? So you know what, brother? We're not gonna put that on air. I'm gonna be honest with you. We all know where he stands, bro. He's chose his own path, homie. That is what it is, and we leave him be, homie. Because at the end of the day, if that's how he wants to get down, that's his name. He has the right to smut his own name, homie. But then again, he needs
You have 1 minute left.
he knows who he is and who he's not, and we know who he is and who he's not. So that don't need
Listen,
to
the
be
best
answered, my
one.
brother. I can answer
No,
that
but we
off
can.
air, facts.
Yes,
But
but
he,
the best one to say is this, Conrad. Our word is our gold. Gold is like our word. Our
yes,
word, like la palabra de hombre es oro.
yes,
Our word
yes.
is gold. And if
Put it
you
down like
can't
I
keep
know.
your
I get
word, my
chills when you
brother,
say that, my boy.
yes.
That gives me chills
If
when you
you
talk
can't
like
keep
that,
your
bro.
word, carnalillo, and you can't look in the mirror and see who you really are because you gave me your word. But if you're not that man to keep it, that's on you. So we know where that is, and we
Yes.
won't speak on that like
No,
Conrad
I
did.
got you. I got
But
you.
you know what? I'll be right back. Okay?
Okay, he's gonna come right back, fellas.
Hold on 1 second.
The caller has hung up.
So, I get you, homie, and I see where you're coming from, Rowdy. I really do, homie. Um, but we know, brother. That's a question that don't even need to be asked, my boy. You know that, brother. He is who he is. That's damn right on. Be smiley. I appreciate that, brother. Salute, dog. That's my first. That's my first super chat, man. That's my first one. Shit, respects to Be Smiley. You the first one, my boy. Shit, a real one. Thank you, sir. Yeah, man. So no, we got it, brother. At the end of the day, brother, our job is to do our best we can out here, brother. Live your life, take care of your family, and that's what you're doing every day, bro. You go to work, you go take your little trips, bro, and you're able to be free, homie. You're able to spread your wings and fly like a eagle, my boy.
This is a free call from
Manuel.
an incarcerated individual at Buena Vista Correctional Facility. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello. I'm
What's
back.
going on? So your
Now,
nephew says, this is what your nephew says. So I'm gonna read what your nephew said. He says, "Tell my Nino I have no questions because there's certain vatos who don't need to be questioned because as a man, I already know what it is and what it was. I'll always love that vato."
thank you. And I always love you, Mito.
Yeah. I like that little. You know what, bro? I got love for that kid, bro. He reminds me a lot about like you. He talks like you. He's definitely smart. He's got that knowledge and love. But you
Yeah.
need to let your voice be heard, Ito. You know what I mean? Sometimes, gang gang, the man, homie, right on, gang gang. That's my boy, flying high. Look
Who?
at super gang sends his love, bro. He just shot some money for us. So
Daddy. That's
Respect,
good.
everybody. Respect. Thank you guys. It's super appreciated.
Very much so. That's why I want to just send all my love to everybody out there, even the ones that hate us, because you know what? Until you open your eyes, you're not going to see the real light. Because there's light at the end of every tunnel. Darkness is where we live, but you know what? It don't always got to be that way. We can
You can come
change.
by,
We
Rowdy. I
just
don't know
have
if
to
he'll
do
be
the
on. I don't
steps.
know if this is his last call, so you can come by, my boy, if you want. But
He go
anyway,
by your
yeah,
house?
huh? Yeah, he asked if he could come by.
Yeah.
You ain't going back,
That's
homie,
good.
for cow tipping.
Hey,
Facts, bro. That
no,
place don't belong to us, and it never did, homie. It was we just were vacationers there, homeboy. Our life wasn't meant to be there. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. We
yeah,
walked
for
with
sure.
some of the best of them in there, and I had no problems. You know what I mean? Going to war with anybody. That was my thing. I was very comfortable with that. But Manuel taught me another way. I was able to get down in classification, bro. You know where I'm at, homie. Um, so basically, um, like I said, I would have never made it down to where dude, my mom was sick, and I was able to get to George West because I'd pumped my brakes, man. Now, does that mean I didn't get in any stuff? No, I got into a lot of shit. I just didn't get hemmed up for it. I got lucky, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. And like I tell everybody, my story ain't a story of a tough guy or some tough guy. You know what? It's a story of a kid who was lucky, man. Who was lucky to meet a man and a mentor. It was a story of a kid that didn't have a father and met a father figure in the least likely place, which was prison. You're very not likely to meet somebody in there. A lot of people are trying to they're looking to exploit you, man, by any means necessary, and they'll take whatever you'll give them. They'll take your soul if you let them. And I was lucky enough to meet this man here that was just was a father figure, and I respected very much. Now, does that mean I never let him down? I did. I Sometimes I went against his word, man. You know what I mean? I went against his word, and I paid for it. Real talk. Like a father did. He corrected me. You know what I mean? He corrected me, and he did it. He did it with how could I say not abusive, but humbling, a humbling way. You know what I mean? He physically humbled me. That's a fact, and I'm forever grateful to him, man. I'll owe him always. I'll never be able to pay that debt, man. And like I said, I still wear that moniker with pride, man. I did change up the acronym. I say love, peace, and basically purpose,
Prosperity.
purpose.
Oh,
Because pride, you know what? Pride is you can get lost in pride, man. You can get lost in pride if you're not mature enough to wield it. You know what I mean?
for sure.
But
But you know,
that's why I
one
just
thing
say
that
I have purpose now. I have purpose. I found purpose in a place that you never do. And I look at dudes like Gangish, man, and ba- and see what this man is doing, pursuing his doctor and his degrees, man. That's amazing, bro. That inspires me.
I'm not.
I'm a lot older than Gangish, but he's going after it, man. I chose to put my head down and work my balls off, man, and it's paid off for me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm blessed. I don't want for nothing. I'm not a materialistic person because I lost my life. I lost 5 years of my life from materialistic stuff. And me going through prison, just because I paid my debt doesn't mean it's all paid, man. Because there's my kids have went through things because I wasn't there as a father when they were young. When I
Oh,
wasn't
they
there
know.
when I was young, when they were young, they some of them, a couple of my kids have befallen my same fate. One of my kids just got out of prison. This is something that's hard. You don't realize what the destruction you put on your family until you see the other side of it. Now I know what it was like for my mom to go through that. And I wasn't even as strong as my mom. I didn't go in there and see her, man. I was a coward. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't go see her because she was in there for a year, but I was scared to go see her in there. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would break, man. No, we sit there and we hold all these ideologies, this gangster stuff, and we hold it like we hold it and we covet it, bro. And it we don't. Why? What for? Why? We all know it's a lie. We all know it's a lie. We basically get chained for it. we basically get chained for it, and disrespected for it. And um, I paid so much for that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I continue to still pay. My family goes through things because of the life I lived, and it's been, a hell of a ride. It is what it is. But then
and
again,
that's
yeah, I'm still dealing with demons that for the stuff I cause, and people like, oh, you changed your life. That's not, it's true. It's true. But people try to say that so you don't feel bad about it. No, I'm supposed to feel bad about it.
I'm
You know,
gonna
I'm
say
supposed to feel.
something because
Go ahead, brother.
this is
It's your mic. I'm gonna
something
shut up.
this is something that needs to be said. You know what? I don't wish this place on my worst enemy, let alone some of my real carnales. So for a person to want this, I call him stupid. Porque this life is not what people think. I've done almost 31 years in this place now. Come Monday is going to be my 31st birthday. I mean, my 31st birthday in prison. You know what I mean? And it's not the life that a person wants. I watch my mom die, I watch my sisters die, and I watch my people just go left and right. And this is not the life that a person should want. You should want structure, understanding, and the real life in the real world. And if you think this is a life, then you're playing yourself. Because you know what? Misery does like company, but I'm telling you as a man, this ain't a life. You know what? All it is a lot of drug addicts, and today it's a homeless camp. It's really a shameful place. They treat us like shit, but you know what? You got to work through it and make it. If I ever get the chance to get out, I'm getting out and living a life. You know what I mean? And I'm going to prove myself to myself first that I can do it, and then to my familia and the ones that love me. Because I got a future. I just got to go and do it. And I don't want nobody to think that this is the place to be because you know what? I've been stabbed. I've been here with the flying bullets when we go to war. I've been through it all. And you know what? I've lost more people that say they're my brothers than anybody else, and it's broken me. Because you know what? A lot of people has used who we were just to fake it, to make it. And once they got out or got to another prison, they were no longer who we were. But don't think for a second we didn't take them in because I'd be a hypocrite. Because I believed every Mexican should be around us. So I'd always take them in. But my heart's been broken so much that, you know what? I got people hate on me 24/7. But you know what? They hate behind me. They never come to me and spit in my face or call me a girl or call me a bitch. They do it from behind. But that's because they're cowards. Now I've been stabbed from behind, Simon. I've been through it all. But you know what? I continue to walk. But I don't walk it because I'm tough. I walk it because I want to live now. I got purpose. Woman walked into my life and gave me life, and I'm trying to live it to try to get out and be with them. But you know what? It all takes time. And I get stubborn and I want to get out, and I'm not. I'm not getting out yet. They shut down Pier 1 and it almost crushed me. But you know what? I look at my brothers that are truly my brothers. Perm, you, Sleepy, Rowdy, Little Rowdy, Majito Antonio. Antonio and Perm are smart as hell. They're going to college and doing all the education that they have to do to make it through this real life. And you know what? It ain't easy coming from a group where we're supposed to be the lowest of the low, but they're doing it. And I tip my hat to them. I love them to death. The only thing is you know what? I'll never forget where I came from, my brother, because my word's my bond. Just like what you, comrade. And you know what, Little Rowdy, when people say that, oh no, I never was, you know what, they got to deal with that demon. Because you know what, Carnalio, we know where we came from. And we know where we continue to walk. And you know what, we might be the smallest crew, and you know what, I'm not scared of nothing. I'm not scared of death, and I'm more scared of life than I am of death. But you know what, I'm trying to live. I'm trying to live for my shorty. You know what I mean? And it ain't easy, but I'm gonna do it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And
So,
that's
so
what I
Rowdy
gotta do.
wants me to ask you. He says, "Carnal, ask him who I talked to the minute before I walked out the gates after doing 17 years and how I felt."
He talked to me and he was scared to death to go home. He didn't want to go home. He wanted to mess up and stay with me. And I told him, no, 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 no. It's time to go home. I don't wish this on nobody, especially the ones that I love. And you know what? They can say what they want, but I don't care about misery. I'll be miserable by myself. You know, I've been doing time by myself. I walk to every prison by myself, and I don't care
What did I
because
tell
to
you
be
the
around
day?
my
What did I
children.
tell you when I get out? What was going to happen?
When who gets out?
Me, when I told you I'm gonna get when I get out, what happens?
That you're gonna live a real life. That you're gonna become a man, get a
I ain't never
job, take
coming
care of
back.
your familia. Yep. And you remember what your wife told me the other day? Manuel, thank you.
Yeah,
Lucy told me thank you
because
because I gave
brother,
her husband back.
yeah,
Simple as that.
I share with my whole family, brother, where the change happened and what happened, bro. Because real talk, I was on a collision course, and I would have probably met the same fate as you know who. You
No,
know,
guaranteed you would.
you he
Because you
didn't want to
wasn't
lay
studying
down his
nothing.
guns, homie. Even when I talked to him, he didn't want to lay his guns down, homie. He was like, nah. Remember, he was like, I'm gonna be the boogeyman, homie. These fools are all gonna fear me. And I looked at him, I
You know,
said, you done lost your motherfucking mind, homie. You lost your mind. You
guaranteed.
give a fuck what any of these dudes. I didn't care what any of those cats thought about me, homie. You know what I'm saying?
And
And
that's
real talk. Ain't none of the fact was, bro, none of them could deal with me physically, and that was a fact, bro, unless they were cowards and tried to hit me, you know what I mean? When I wasn't looking.
yeah,
But most of them physically, bro, didn't have the capability of dealing with it, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So
No, guaranteed. You
I
was a
didn't
beast.
fear any of
That's
those
not.
dudes,
I'll
bro.
never
And
lie that.
when I put that placa on my back, bro, I wanted there to be no mistake, homie, because I didn't want to be like some of them dudes who tried to, you know what I mean, tried to pull a coup and turn it into something it wasn't, and then oh, I ain't riding with it, and then they end up in another facility. Hell, oh, I'm still this undercover. Like what?
That,
Undercover? And we all
that,
know, you know what I'm saying, dog. And we ain't gonna speak on him
that,
because he's 6 feet under. We ain't gonna speak his name. He's 6 feet under. We're gonna let that dude rest, but real talk, you know what I mean? We came across snakes. Dudes tried to like I think that's when it really tried to change, bro, is when those dudes tried to pull that, you know, they tried to make it a whole
oh,
north side thing. So when it
yeah,
was that, bro, I didn't want there to be no mistakes, homie. And just like when dude was like, we're gonna hit him, homie. We got three fileros in here right now, and we're gonna make a move. And I said, go ahead, homie, because he go, but he tell me I'm giving you this your chance to walk away. Ain't nothing gonna we ain't gonna try to hit you. And I was like,
yeah.
you got me fucked up, homie. I was like, I'm riding with dudes, so you pull out whenever you need to pull out. We gonna get busy. Let, I'm letting you know. And what did they do?
They quit.
Nothing.
They didn't want it.
Nada.
Because remember what I
They
told them
didn't
at
do
the end when I
nada. They
stood up?
didn't do nothing. They would sound wolf tickets. They thought somebody was gonna be
Yeah.
scared, bro. And then they started checking in, remember?
Yep. Guaranteed. And that's
It
why I
is
don't,
what it
but you
is,
know what? I
bro.
don't speak about the bad that they do. You know what? I'm not here to speak about none of them or how they ran it because you know what? That's not me. Everybody wants something to say. And you know what? Danny Weeks, he's an Aryan B. He's an AB. He told me one day, you know what makes legends? A vato that's hated. And you know what? That's who I was. And it didn't matter because you know what? Not one of them ever hit me in my mouth. I've never been beat in a joint and never will. I've been stabbed from behind, sure, but I walked out of that too. People hate
If
on me,
anyone could
cool.
ask questions to Manuel if you want. I know Rowdy been asking the gang. What's the Rowdy want one more. He said, ask him if he feels that I value him and the family.
Tell them yes and no. Sometimes I see people
You
get
tell him,
lost in
bro.
the
He
world.
hears you.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Listen, Roddy. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It all depends where you're at. But do you value who we are? Simon, I believe so. Um, but you got to remember to make it and be like Conrad, sleep in them, you got to stay out of prison because this ain't no life for none of us. I don't waste it on my worst enemy, let alone the ones that I love, and I do love you. And I do believe that you value who we are. I've heard you say it. But the whole thing is, there's more to it than representing something that you don't have to. You know what? People know who we are by the way we walk. That's all that matters. My Carmelio, I don't care about what anybody says. You know what? I got some good homeboys like Güero. He's from the Paisas. He was one that was like, man, I got you. That's my boy. And that will always be my boy. You know, when I got here, he was right there. Because everybody else, you know how people are. But it is what it is, and I'm not worried about it. And what I love so much about Wedo is that Vato told me straight up. He told them about this. He said, listen, that Vato will go heads up with you, but none of you are going to try to jump him. And he still did that. And that Vato was with his own right. And that Vato stood because he's my friend.
Man,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
hell yeah.
That kid's been doing time since he was 18 years old, and he's been down 18 years. But that kid never left my side. I love him more than a lot of other motherfuckers. And that's for real. That Wato told him, you guys, if you want, that Wato ain't no pussy, go in there. I'm not gonna want. And
Oh,
you
I
know
hear you.
what? Recently they tried and they failed again. But you know what? Antonio gets worried because he thinks that they're gonna hit me from behind. I'm not worried about that because there's a time and a place for everything. Like I tell them, there's nothing that we can't do. But if there does come, just know I'm happy because of you, because of life. Neta. And that goes for all of you.
Sometimes
Always
I get
remember.
disappointed. I'm gonna be honest with you. I get disappointed, and I'm always. I'm sorry. I look through things like financial wise, and I have no problem taking care of my brother. I have no problem sending him money. I do faithfully. Um, there's too many of us out here succeeding that my brother's hurting in there, and these are facts, man. So we got to pay homage. Let's be honest with you, because that's the father, man. That's the man, bro. Real talk. And $10 ain't shit, man. $10 every week is nothing, man. That's $40 a month. With all of us, we could send him a fat little, a little check out here and there, and we can do whatever we can, man. So and it's cool if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. I feel you. I get it, but I feel there's too many of us out here that are succeeding, that are succeeding. Like my brother Perm, I would never ask him because my brother Perm is spending all his money on school, man, and I support that as well. You know what I mean? I support that. I want to be part of that. I want to sow into that. You know what I mean? They say in being a Christian, you sow into something. That's something good to sow into. You know what I mean? That God gets all the glory, but you know what? You get that goodwill from the Lord. You know what I mean? I believe with my whole heart. You know what I mean? And I'm a Christian, man. I believe in Jesus. You know what I mean? I believe He died for my sins. I repent with my heart and confess with my mouth that He's my Lord and Savior. So I everybody who's everybody is I respect everybody's idea of what God is and in your whatever, but too many of us to be out here for my man to be hurting in any kind of way. You know what I mean? And I feel it's our obligation to take care of him until he's able to get out here and take care of himself. So one question I want to ask you, Manuel, is what does you on the streets look like? What does you when you get out look like? What do you want to pursue? What does that look like, my brother?
I want to do something with the kids, trying to change people's life. That's why I'm going through psychology to get my sociology degree. And I mean, my uh, I'm gonna try to get my bachelor's. I'm gonna first get my associates, and I'm gonna try to get my bachelor's to work with kids. Because I believe if we start young and try to help them and get them off drugs, because you know what, that drugs is another thing that's
You
killing them.
have 1 minute left.
And I want to get out there, but you know what, you got to walk before you run. So the first thing I want to do is at least get out there, get my driver's license, give me a little place, so I can have, so if somebody come, and we can open and start a new thing. But people tell me this. They say, don't worry about me, first worry about you. And my whole thing is worrying about the ones that I love. And people don't understand that. I keep telling them that's just the way I am, always has been, and I'm going to continue to do that. So, but to get out because I'm going to probably have to go to the halfway house next year if they accept me. If they accept me, I'll
Are
be
you
out next
calling back,
year.
Manuel, or is this it?
Yes, one more.
Okay.
I'll give one more. Okay?
All right, brother. We're gonna be waiting.
Okay. Yep, I'll be waiting. I'll be right back. Little Rowdy, another thing, I am kicking all you guys' ass for forgetting.
You ain't kicking my ass, homie.
No, you've been loved. Okay?
Thank you for using. The caller has hung up. Thank you for using Securus. Goodbye.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Dan. That's what's up. That's my brother, man. Real talk, and believe me, we're tight. We're tight. That's my boy. He knows what's up. He's gonna call back. They probably mad. He's hemming up that phone. He's saying, "Shit, phone check, homie. Phone check. OG in the house. We taking that phone." Nah, man. He's still the force, man. Believe it or not. When I was with Manuel Boy, you're talking about 600, 6 foot. 6 foot, 6 foot tall, 5'11", 6 foot, 300 pounds, and move like a gazelle, homie. This dude can fast, bro. Like I got fast hands, bro. He got fast hands, but brother, just power, bro. Strength. I've never had nobody manhandle me like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I'm a big boy, dude. And it's on another level. Real talk.
This is a free call from
Manuel.
So
an
yeah,
incarcerated
he
individual
humbled
at
me, man, when I
Buena
got out of
Vista
line. I'm gonna be
Correctional
honest with you.
Facility.
He
This
did.
call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you
Fucker
believe this
split my
should be a
eye with a
private
finger
call,
poke,
please
homie.
hang up and follow
He didn't
facility
even punch me
instructions
with a
to
fist.
register this number as a
Split me
private
under my eye
number.
with
To
just
accept
poking
this
me in the
free
finger.
call,
Like,
press
motherfucker,
1.
what?
To refuse this free call, press. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello?
There you are. You're back on, my
I'm
boy.
back. All right.
Yeah, we're pushing up
Yeah.
on 50 minutes, I think. But thanks for
About
every
what's that?
we got 14 people we got 14 people in the house. Um, yeah, man. So yeah, what you said you're gonna get your degree and you want to help kids, you want to help keep going into that, my bro.
Yeah, I want to start helping because I believe that we got a lot that we can give to the younger youth. Because you know what, the drugs is destroying everybody, and that the what's it called, the blues,
Fentanyl.
um, fentanyl. You know what, my primo got out about a month ago, and he ended up dying a week later. And he had talents from hell. He could tell, he could do everything, he ended up dying over that shit. So ways that all of us that are have succeeded can help. You know what I mean?
I
And
was
just
waiting for him to
wanting
get
to
out and
work
do
together.
business with him, man. He was, yeah, I remember, and I never got
Yeah,
the
and
call, man. And the next thing I seen is your uh your your godson posted that he had passed away, and I was like, man, that
yeah,
hit like a ton of
and
bricks because I was expecting, to meet this vato. I was expecting for us to do some good things together, and I don't
you know
know. I
what?
think
That's what I
sometimes
want.
our people lose sight of what their talent is and what their worth is. You know what I mean? And what they're what they're capable of producing and just being great. You know what I mean? We sell ourselves way short, man. It's
No,
gente. It's
guaranteed.
got to stop the backbiting. It's hard. You know what, bro? And you've always had a dream to unite all gente and raza. But brother, the problem is there's so many haters amongst us, bro. We're brother, our culture is very backstabbish, bro. You know what I mean? Brothers,
It's very poison. It's
too
poisonous.
much machismo, homie. Everyone wants to be the chingon, you know?
Yeah. But you know what? That's what I love so much of some of our carnales that really understand that we never did. We continue to walk the path that we walked with our head high, but you learned how to make it in society. And I'm so proud of you, Fuller. I truly am, and I want everybody to understand that. I don't care who's on, who's not. If you can make it out there in society, I'm proud of what you've become and who you are. Because you know what? People want to it's such a messed up world. People want violence. People want to see people getting hurt. And you know what? That ain't the way. It's we get enough of that all the time. That ain't the way to live. But you know what? People thrive on that. Well, guess what? I lived it, and I never want to live it again. And I keep trying to walk away. And you know what? The devil tempts me 24/7 to go back into it. You know, I got support and I thrive on her. But you know what? I got to remember that you know what in this world, my brother, we got to walk our path first, and then everything will fall in place. And you know what? That's so great about all of you, every one of you. You don't do fentanyl, you don't do drugs, and you've made it. You became successful. Fentanyl is such a bad world. Some of my family's on it, and it breaks my heart because it's killing them. It's killing them. For a dollar, they can die, and that's a
Yeah.
shame.
My
But you know
family's no
what?
different, brother. My
Uh,
daughter has an addiction, bro. So I deal with
and
it
you know
too.
what?
Like I was talking about, like me not being a father and being in their life.
Yeah.
They're falling victim to some of the stuff that I fell victim to. You know what I mean? And even though I paid my debt to society, that doesn't mean everything was paid, bro. You know what I mean?
No,
You
guaranteed.
throw a rock in the middle of a lake, bro, a big rock, it's gonna make rings all the way across, bro. And I'm still experiencing that, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Things ain't perfect. I just put my good foot forward, bro, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I just grind my balls off for my family. I put my family's burdens on my back, bro, because that's what a man's supposed to do. You know what I mean? At least that's what I believe a man's supposed to do. You're supposed to
You
take
know
care
what?
of the weaker ones. You're supposed to guide them. You're supposed to lead them. You know what I mean? So all their problems
Yeah.
are my problems, bro. So, that's
No,
the stuff
guaranteed.
that's befalled me. But man, I see you coming out and starting an organization, brother, like the First Fathers Foundation or something, homie. Like real talk, man.
And I
Um,
got some support for people to help me to do it. I really
yeah,
do. And but you know what? Like I told you before, because of how bad they had me rated with U.S. Marshals as a 9, it's going to be a little hard because they
nah,
don't always believe what I pitch. But you know what? As
that's
long
all
as I
right. You
walk
just
with them,
have to be the face, my boy. I'll file the 501(c) and all that stuff, brother. That we can build that together. You know what I mean? And you just
yep,
being the head and the basically the CEO. You know what I mean, bro? It's
yep,
all good, homie.
and,
You know.
and
But
it
I
can
think
be
some
done.
great
You
things
know
are
what
to
I mean?
come. Like I told Perm, Perm said something that they fear what's going to happen if they let you out of there in like a
Yeah,
negative way. You know what I mean? Like they're scared of you like that. And I said, you know what? I think they're scared of the other. I think they're scared of the positivity and love that this guy's going to spread. I think they know that if this dude gets out and catches traction and people start feeling him, that those prisons slowly but surely are going to dwindle down and have less and less people in them. You know what I mean? If Manuel has anything to do with it, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. And that's what I'm saying. You know what? I
Yes,
want
he does, man.
positive. I'm done being negative. And you know what? That's why I tell all these fools, this ain't no life. Little Rowdy asks questions. Well, you know what? This dark world, he knows what it's like. And you know what? It's not a place to be. I want to be able to love and be loved. I want to be able to walk and just, do the real things in life. I've never done it in 31 years, my brother. And that's the whole point of it all. And I'm going to continue to strive. And I don't care what anybody says. I'm getting ready to do some clemency to try to get that done. I called Mark Bryant, my lawyer, and trying to get all that taken care of so I can try to get out of here sooner than later. Because you
Yeah.
know what? They're doing everybody dirty here. Out of 38 people this month, I went to see the parole board. 3 of them got paroled. All the rest got denied. That's a shame. And you know what? We need voices out there to speak on that too, to
You,
speak on how corrupt the system is. Because
you're
you know what? They put enemies to fight enemies. You know what I mean?
yeah. You're coming up on your
It's just
birthday. How many birthdays have you spent in there straight, my brother?
31.
31
This will be
birthdays. I
my
put over
31st.
28 years because I didn't want to be wrong. I believe you fell
No,
in
no, it's
90
31.
93 93.
93. Yes, it'll be my 31st birthday. Come this
And
come
nobody,
Monday, it'll be my 31st.
nobody was killed in your case, right? Nobody died. Nobody died.
No, but I shot a cop, so that's why they hated me.
Yeah, fuck that puto.
Yeah, I know, 'cause he's
I hope
corrupt
he died.
anyway.
I hope that fool died of cancer of the ass.
No, I don't wish it on nobody. Come, neither should you. But on
No,
the
I hear
real
you,
deal,
bro.
I it's gonna be 31 years this Monday that I all my birthdays and Christmas is my Thanksgiving 31.
That's a
Christmas gonna be 31. So
that's a
it's
long
a
time
lot.
for any crime, my boy. That's a long. I've seen
Yeah.
people with murders, bro, getting out before that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
So
why we got to start getting a voice out there to start
yeah,
speaking for all of the ones that are in here. Because without a voice, we're nothing but an echo in the forest. You know what I mean? And
yeah, we're just a
we
bunch
got
of
strong
gorillas
people
beating our
that do it.
chest.
Exactly. But like you, Perm, Antonio, you guys can start doing something where
I just
they
got
can
to
start
finish up my
hearing.
letter, my boy, and I'll send it to your lawyer. You got to send me you got to send me the,
Yeah,
the mailing address for your lawyer.
yeah, I
And
will.
I
And you
know
know
Perm
what?
will
There's
write one
people.
for you. I have no doubt. All the brothers, man, all the successful brothers, and
Yeah.
just speak about what you meant to me, bro. I'll be honest with you. Like I said, I believe they give you a chance, brother. Some true things are going to happen, some blessings. I know some powerful stuff, man. So I'm looking forward
No,
to it.
guaranteed.
It's not over, brother. I never
And
thought I would see a day that you were even close. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I
me
used to
neither, my
tell I
brother.
used to
That's
tell
what I.
people my boy's parole officer ain't even born yet.
That's what I told Bev, I said, you know what's crazy? I thought I was gonna die here, and sometimes I still feel it. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't
And
gonna die, man.
to be able to have people that truly love me and don't, or like me a lot, it's a blessing to see the good in people truly trying to give me a chance at life. And my Antonio, he opens his heart to me all the time. You do, Sleepy, all of the ones that little Rowdy's been in the dark for a little while because he hasn't let me talk to him, but I love you all. And you know what? One day I'm gonna be out there, and that's sooner than later. And I give all my love to all of you. But in this time, when I get out, I'm gonna be a little bit greedy. I'm gonna spend a lot of time with
Mm-mm.
Gamboa and just live.
Mm-mm.
You know?
No, no,
Huh?
no. My little baby tried to come in here, Mahita. I
Oh,
had to tell her to
oh,
go.
that's
She got
cute.
all hurt.
But
I hurt her feelings.
if a person only knew what this life of destruction was, they might change it. And the ones that can help change it is all the ones that really see it. In prison today, my crew is this. There's three Mexicans, three black guys, and maybe one white guy that all kick it together because everything else is wrong. It's destroyed. It's corrupt. And that's the way life is anymore. And you start not to see color. You see people for being good people because there's a lot of bad. And it's changed a whole lot. And you know what? These people in here, it's nothing like what you're used to. It's nothing but not even Rowdy. Little Rowdy. It's a prison of fakes and frauds. And you know what? Everybody's in here for protection. And you know what? They'll do the worst thing to try to help. I have to still, to this day, keep eyes behind my head. But you know what's crazy? Is I'm all right with that because it's always gonna keep me on my toes. But I got,
My brother's a general without an army right now, man, and it kills me. You know, I be in there
but
till the wheels fall off, homie.
but you know what's great is I got these other guys from like Q. He's a
I
young
know,
brother
I
from
know, bro.
from
I
the
know,
East
even
Coast.
though if they don't wear the placa, they still respect and love you, bro. I know a lot of dudes.
Oh yeah, oh
That
yeah.
was something that
A
was
lot of
like,
them.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, we got along with everybody, bro. We never pressed lines on fools, homie. We never
No,
tried to impose our will on people, even though we could. It was never like that, bro. We didn't give nobody smoke unless they wanted smoke, man. We carried
sir, indeed,
ourselves, we carried ourselves at a higher standard, and I honestly believe that, bro.
and we did,
And
and
going
that's
to
why
war and
still
smashing
today,
them would have been the easy thing
yeah,
to do. The hard thing was to listen, to you know what I mean, to really open our minds and really see the real from the fake, man.
yeah,
Go ahead, my
and
boy.
that's the hardest. That's the hardest thing to do because you know what? To hurt a person, it's easy. It just happened. People came into this to the cuarto and it just happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But then people get worried and throw up because they think that they're gonna come back and do it the wrong way. But I'm not worried about that because you know what? In me, I believe in God, and I believe Him having me. Nobody else can destroy me, and I do believe that. But that don't mean that I don't got to keep on being cautious for who I am and where I'm walking, because you know what? I'm hated by a lot, my brother, but I'm loved by some, and that's all that matters. You know, I uh, I just want the best out there. I want to try to stop these drugs from destroying these kids because you know what? Kids are dying out there. People are getting killed for senseless things. It's something that I do not, I've never really loved. It's easy to stab a person, but it's hard to give them education and let them thrive in life. And that's what I want. So yeah, I want a lot of good things happening. But the first thing I have to do is just walk out there and try to show that we're really about that. Like before, when I used to have my dream of making a place for just Mexicans. Remember? You all remember that? That's what I
yeah.
want. And I'm still to this day. I love my people, and even the ones that hate me, I love them because I believe that I can teach them all how to be a real man, not a coward, and do the things that a coward does. And they can like me for it or hate me for it. They can't whoop me. I've never been in all my years.
I don't know. You're
Hey,
getting kind of
they,
old, now. You're getting kind of old. I might have to take a shot and whoop that ass when you get
hey,
out. Pay your ass
listen,
back. I'm gonna just give you a couple of them real quick. Just pay you back real quick. I'm gonna be like, all right, old
hey,
man. All right, old man. Here
I'm
you
gonna
go.
tell you,
Back.
I'm gonna tell you something cute. Bear tells me, Are they picking on you in prison? Picking on me? I said, do you not understand? She said, yeah, 'cause you're short and fat. So I
Yeah.
laugh because they don't know me. You know what I mean?
No.
They
Yeah.
don't know how I am, and
Yeah.
it's a cute thing. But you know what? I am truly not going to ever pick up a filero again, a knife, as people know it, and try to hurt a person. So if it does come that way, may God be with me. Because if not, I'll tip my hat and
TJ.
y'all know how good it was.
Who
Huh?
is TJ? What's your name, TJ? This guy asked
TJ
TJ.
Espinoza. That's like my little brother.
Okay, he says, ask Manuel if he remembers how I used to bully him. I can't wait for him to come home so I can whip his ass. I owe him a bunch of ass whoopings. See, bro, you're
Yes.
gonna get it when you get home, homie. You're
Hey,
gonna get
Sleepy
laid
always
up for
talks
about
about
2 weeks.
everybody jumping me.
You're gonna no. You're getting the straight up fade, bro.
Yeah, but TJ and them, TJ's like that's like our lifetime. That's my little brother. He went to see me in Nebraska when they shot me out of state. But I send my love to T. But that kid, he raised with my brother Danny, and they were like best friends. And I used to take them to the park and whip their ass to try to teach them how to fight. And he's always been real close to us. But
So
he always
lit,
challenged me, saying he can whip me. But
yeah,
he's just a little shorty little fat guy. But he
little
said you're gonna
rowdy,
get your
little
chance.
rowdy
I'm
says,
coming.
little rowdy says, how fast did I climb up the ranks?
Tell them that's a discussion that just it came good, but you know what? That's a discussion that we're not really into. We're into trying to do the better, Rowdy, of proving yourself out there. Ranks is something that you came up because you did what you were supposed to in there. But we're not in that. We're in it to win it. We're in it for family, for love, for succeed. That way people can say, these vatos really did make it out there. Look at Sleepy. Look at Conrad. They're beasts, but they don't. Look at Miguel. Miguel works 2 jobs. That's what kind of life
Yeah,
we're
that
living.
motherfucker's
So,
a paisa for real.
yes, he is. That
He's
motherfucker
a
works more
straight
than
paisa
anybody.
with 10 jobs.
Yes,
That motherfucker don't
but
even, I don't even hear from him hardly. Motherfucker.
nah, because he's really going crazy over there.
No,
But
I know, we know. We ain't gonna talk about that right here, but yeah, we both know.
yeah,
It's all good.
no,
I
no, no,
love my brother,
guaranteed.
man. I don't know. Sometimes he stays, I don't know. He stays distant. It's all good. I give him his space. I ain't gonna press nobody. You know what I mean? You don't want to come
Hey,
around
tell
me.
tell
You don't want to talk to me. You don't
tell
want to chop it up with me. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I
yeah,
enjoy my own company just fine. I
yep.
love
But
all
tell
my
little
brothers, but
Rowdy
at the same time,
he
it's all good. I'm not on that
hey,
bullshit no
tell
more. Real talk. I'm not on any of that
no, I
bullshit
know,
no more.
I know.
To me,
But tell little Rowdy he did move up in the ranks. But you know what? If he really wants to be a primer padre, do what you got to do to stay out in the real world. Don't drink yourself to death and live life
your
for what it's worth.
your
And
rank
learn
don't
how to
allow
love your
me to do
family.
better. Brother, you are
But
doing good, homie. You're doing good. You're living life, my bro. You're taking care of your babies. You're able to spend time with your mama and your
yep,
family. Your sister and everyone, bro. You are doing good. Respects, bro. Facts. But all that rank shit don't
it's
even
all love.
matter, homie. But real talk, it doesn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. It don't matter. That none of that stuff matters, homeboy. What matters is, like I said, we've been talking about it, brother. That's where the shit got distorted, homie. Where we started putting
Yep.
shit like labels on it and shit like that, brother. And who was chingon and who's the badass and who has the llaves and you know what, bro? That all that causes is dissension, homie. That causes backbiting. That causes jealousy, bro. And it's not
Yes, it
cool,
does.
homie. It's not a good look, bro. We're holding ourselves to a different standard right now, bro. And you just staying out and being a family man and going to work and hanging out with all your carnals that you're lucky enough to work with a couple carnals. That's dope, bro. That's dope. And all them
Yeah.
doing good, that's dope. Homie, continue to do that, bro.
Hey,
Continue to
remember
do that.
this. Sleepy said it best. Sleepy said all the ones that learned how to make it in life are free, and they learn from you, Manuel. Well, listen, Rowdy, you learn from me too. So we all on equal playing grounds. So remember this: as long as you strive in the real world, you put love in my heart still to this day, because I don't want you in here with me at all.
Who said
All
real
of this,
L.P.P.,
we just
homie?
live there.
No, I
Yes.
said that's where all the decision, that's where it all got jacked up, homie. I'm not telling you that you ain't real L.P.P. And
No.
L.P.P. doesn't have nothing to do with the placa. It don't have to do with the
You
rank.
have 1
It
minute
has to do
left.
what you have in your corazon, homie.
Yo, Tom, he's always gonna be real. It's just, you know what? We gotta live a different life. It ain't coming here.
No,
That's
I
straight
got you,
up.
my brother. All right, respects to you, my brother. I love you. Thank you for tapping in with us. Thank you for sharing with us. And
All right, my boy.
respects. I
You
love you,
guys
bro.
be
I'm looking
good.
forward to your call. I'll be
Okay.
sending you your feria. Happy birthday, bro. My boy's
All right,
birthday's
my
coming
bros.
up. Make sure to
Y'all be good.
send him a card, or drop him a letter or something. You know what I mean? He would appreciate it. He's on Inmate Locator. You look him up, DOC Inmate Locator. You'll find him, Manuel Gamboa. There's only one, and
Yes, there is.
it
There's
is what
only
it is.
one. And I love you all. And always remember, walk
Yep.
with love in your heart, peace in your pride, peace in your stride, and pride in you. Well, I messed it up, but you know what I'm saying. I love you. God bless.
Thank you for using Securus. Goodbye. The caller has hung up. Thank you for using Securus. Goodbye.
I don't. My boy, he's just talking. You're a real L.P.P, homie. If you even have to ask that, dog, that ain't even. You know what I mean? It's come on, brother. That's something you shouldn't even have to ask, dog. Real talk. You know what I mean? You know what you did in there, and you know what you didn't do. No one can sit there and give you a report card, homie. We're held to our own standards, dog. Like I said, you don't have nothing to prove to me, nobody, as far as I'm concerned, homie, or even Manuel. He's proud of you just by staying out and being with your family, homie. That's what we're talking about. Living the real life. Fuck that place in there, bro. That stinky ass place, smelling ass and smelling balls and all that shit, homie. But I used to give boobs a business in there, homie. Manuel was the only one who stopped me on that path of destruction, homie. Dudes used to like real talk. Didn't even want to catch the fade, homie. None of them. But it's not even about that, bro. I don't care about that, homie. Like I said, what Manuel said a long time ago all came to fruition, bro. He told me how it was gonna be, and that's what it was, dog. You know? He told me my cousin was gonna meet a bad demise, and he did, bro. The way he was programming and the way he was functioning, homie, because he wanted to be a fucking cowboy. He thought he was the hardest dude on the fucking yard, bro. And he ended up getting killed for it, dog. They hung him in his cell. They killed him like they killed his ass, homie. Thought he was the fucking pull up in that place, bro. You know? He had his chance to turn away and be a better dude and but it's all good. Denver City Productions. I don't, my boy. I don't. Is that Manuel Trujillo? GKI Manuel Trujillo? Is that his name? Was that the dude I did a story on? I'll have to check. Check this out, Rowdy. If you want me to interview, dog, just let me know and I'll send you a link and I'll do an interview with you, homie, and you can get all the shit off your chest and let everyone know. You know what I mean? And speak your truth, my boy. I'll give you the platform, homie. I'm sure people would like to hear from you. You're an interesting cat, homie. I told you a long time ago, bro. We could have started something like this from the G. Yes, sir. I think I. Let me look on my shit, bro. Let me see. I'm gonna check this out now that Manuel's off. But I think if you want to go to my page, hold on. Manuel Trujillo. Hold on. No, I'm thinking of. I'm sorry, bro. I'm thinking of Demetrius Trujillo. I'm sorry, bro. I'm thinking of Demetrius Trujillo. I do know the name though, bro. Says, so what? Do I have a place on my face for to forget where I came from or forget what I did? That's their bad story, dog. I love this shit. Yeah, that's cool, bro. That respects, homie. But it's changed, homie. That's what I'm saying, homie. We know it's not a gang, homeboy. That's where the shit got distorted, homie. That's where we and Manuel were trying to talk about. That Manuel never wanted this to be any type of gang, STG. It got distorted, homie, because some dudes wanted it to push it like that, my boy. That love, peace, and pride, that was real shit, homie. That's what we're talking about, dog. You know what I mean? That's what he was saying. He was saying basically, like, I never wanted it to be a gang. I never wanted it just to be looked at as a STG, you know? No, brother, you can ask any question you want, homie. I do know the name though, brother. I do know the name, Denver City Productions. You're good, homie. You could ask any question. All questions are welcome here on the hustle. We don't block nobody's what they gotta say, good or bad, homie. I don't censor nobody. There's freedom of speech on this channel. Even if you want to get on here, talk shit, clown, whatever, it's all good, homie. Um, no, brother, we're just talking about how we choose to move in imperfection, homie, and actually and change the way we've actually did this, bro. And you've done that, homie. We did a lot of growing up in that fucking place, bro. You know, you said 17 years. That's a long fucking time, bro. That's a shitload of time, dog. Respects to you getting through all that, dog. And being able out here to live your life and do what you want. That's fucking dope, homie. He's just talking about the cowboy shit, bro, that we used to all do. That's the shit we shouldn't be doing. That we're held to a higher standard. But you're real L.P.P. Have no mistake, bro. He considers you that. He considers you his brother. Everybody, bro. But yeah, he does need you to write that letter, homie. Like if you want to write that letter, give me that letter, homie, so I can send it off to his lawyer. I'm buttoning mine up. I know his nephew, Los Gamboa, is doing one. I gotta ask Big Perm to do one. You still in here, Gangish, or did you leave us, my boy? But yeah, bro. If you want to talk on here, let me know, Rowdy. You just gotta get a hold of me, homie. You got my number. I'll give you the platform, homie. Facts. I'll let you speak your truth, homie. But yeah, we've been going 77 minutes. Shit, Mile High Hustle's growing. We're at, like I said, 2,000. We're on our way to 3Gs, man. We grew over shit 1,800 in the last couple weeks, man. I'm grateful. So we're gonna keep doing these lives. I want to touch in with Manuel again. There's a couple other brothers I want to touch with. You know, I'm hoping Rowdy wants to get on here and do an interview. You know, if he wants to do an interview, I'd love to Rowdy to do an interview. You know, I would love to get an interview with my homeboy Miguel. He's a busy dude. He's a straight paisa. He works all these hours, bro, and he's just better in his life. But what we were talking about basically was, you know, what does a successful L.P.P look like? And you know, there's several brothers out here doing it that are staying out, working, taking care of their family, and just living life to the fullest, man. And that's all it's really about. But yeah, man, thank you guys all for tuning in. Like I said, we'll do this again. Guys, man, if you guys want to interact with Manuel, that's fine. You guys can ask any questions you want. You know what I mean? I know some of you probably tapped in a little late, but that's okay. And we're gonna keep it going. You know what I mean? So appreciate you guys. You know, for real. But I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna tap out. We're coming up on 80 minutes, and I'm gonna have to do some stuff. Get down. Oh yeah. Oh brother, I have some, but the fact is, some of these older cats don't like to talk, bro. They don't want to share any of these stories, Smiley. So, you know what, bro? We're definitely. I got man, dude. I got a banger, homie, a family member, and I can't mention his name, and I can't bring him up. I can't name drop or anything like that. But if I can get him to do it, bro, it'll be one of the dopest interviews here in Colorado, bro. Real talk. This dude knows so much stuff, bro. He was in so deep of things that we couldn't even fathom, man. So, like I said, I was lucky to be raised around some of these dudes, and probably one of the reasons I didn't get killed out here on the streets. My brother's a warlord, bro. I got stabbed by a fucking junior warlord when I was a kid, bro. I got a lot of homies that are warlords. My homie D-Day's a warlord. Good dude. I seen him a couple months back. Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Oh, for sure, for sure. I did the one on the GKIs, brother, and how they started. You know what I mean? That's on my page. There's some good ones. There's one about Big Marv. I gotta still do Big Marv's childhood. I'm finishing up that. That's one I've been working on. Kind of been dragging my feet on it, but now that I got a lot of subscribers, I'm gonna start really dropping the in depth shit. You know what I mean? some of them, yeah, they don't like to talk for nothing, bro. But there's definitely some dudes I can like warlords, bro. There's a couple dudes that are Christians, and I believe they'll talk, homie. They'll talk to help the youth and stuff. So I do know some warlords that are actually Christians, and hopefully, then maybe I can get an interview with one of them brothers, man. No doubt. I appreciate you, Smiley. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Thank you for tapping in. I do appreciate you as a subscriber, man. Every one of you. So, get at your boy. You know what I'm saying? Keep tuning in and leave a comment, man. Let me know what you want to see, man. Be like Smiley, tell me what you like, what you don't like, and how I could get better. How I could, like I said, this is your channel as much as it is mine. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna do another one too, man. I'm gonna do another one to that too. So I'm coming. I want to do one on the Inca Boys. I want to do one on the Inca Boys. I'm trying to get a hold of some older Inca Boys and talk. You know what I mean? I did find Randy's grave, and yeah, we're gonna get it, bro. We're gonna get it. I've been dragging my feet. I was waiting for some subscribers. Actually, that worked, and now it's time to start dropping some real dope content. I do appreciate you guys. This is Conrad from the Mile High Hustle, and I'm out.